Baz Cox, West Ham Way TV, outside the Hawthorns. I'm here with Luke. Luke, what do we say to that?
It's not good enough, and it's not a good enough start. Again, I don't blame Bilic. I'm worried for Bilic right now. The way we started that game was disgusting. What that handball was about, I do not know. I don't know what he was doing. It's like the way it happened. It's like he meant to do it. I don't think he did, but it's the way it happened. And it seemed like that, but.
We just left so exposed, didn't we, through the middle of the park as well?
Through the middle of the park, I'm quite angry. I'm really angry now that we sold Tompkins. He was one of our best defenders, and we've let him go like that. I don't know why. 12 million, and we're still paying Collins. We love Collins as well, but he's
not good enough.
No, he's getting slow now. He's getting slow. And
Winston Reid's obviously had a knock, but I can't understand why Reece Oxford ain't getting his chance either now.
I can't understand that. This league's getting faster, and Collins is very slow, very slow. And we love Collins, but we got a.
Talking of the pace, you think with the likes of. Cheers, mate. Do you think with the likes of Lanzini, Payet, Antonio, Zaza all up top, when we go forward as a side, there's nothing in the middle, Where's the days of the Alex Song, the older man? Why ain't Obiang filling that role?
I agree,
I love Mark Noble, I love Coyote, and they ain't done it this year, and something needs a shake-up.
It's very early, they haven't done it this year, but, us fans, to be honest, it comes down to me for the whole signing thing again, We said Alex Song isn't good enough. We said Victor Moses isn't good enough, so we haven't gone for them players again this year.
But the players we go for are all on loans, and we try them out or a freebie, it never proven.
No, they ain't, and it's a heartbreaker, the thing is, all we've got scoring for us today is Antonio again. Week in, week out, he's scoring for us.
Penalty,
If he gets injured, what are we going to do? Yeah. And a penalty. Yeah, it's not a striker. We still haven't scored with a striker, and I can't work it out. Zaza very static today.
He's isolated up top on his own, though. Do you not think? I think he needs a man up there with him.
I agree, and I reckon that'll probably be Fletcher, because Kaleri is still very early. You never know. He could turn it around, but he didn't look.
For me, Fletcher's proved himself up there, and he's given it a good go. Kaleri ain't every time he's shown up,
He has, and Kaleri came on earlier today. And, Kaleri looks very nervous against a West Brom side. It's West Brom, isn't it? They're hard, they're physical, and we're bringing Kaleri on, who's
The most worrying thing for me is that's 8 goals we've conceded in 2 games, and no disrespect to him, Watford and West Brom.
I know, it's poor. And like I say, we've got to drop Collins, and you know what? I love Adrian as well, but you know what? 8 goals, 2 games, and these 2 sides.
It's not good enough.
Put Randolph in, give him a go. He's Ireland's number 1. He can be West Ham's number 1 for a couple of weeks. Adrian, you've had your chance.
Yeah, I do agree. Right, Luke. I don't know what I say. What's going on?
What's going right? That's the question. There's fuck all going right at the minute. We're just poor. We were poor today.
We've been poor all season. We got 3 points, luckily, against Bournemouth.
Yeah, as you said in the last interview, if they had 11 men, we wouldn't have beaten them.
Yeah, we wouldn't have won that game, I believe that. 10, 11 against 11.
To win against them, against 10 men. And we've come here with 2 weeks in a row, we've lost 4-2. It's ridiculous.
8 goals in 2 games. That's worrying, isn't it?
Conceded in 5 games. It's ridiculous.
And you hear comments that James Tompkins was a 4th choice centre half, and
no, I'd say he's one of our best.
For me, he was in the first 2. I think Ogbonna and Collins were our best 2 defenders last year. Sorry, Ogbonna and Tompkins last year, and I wouldn't have let him go for love nor money.
No way. I think we're isolated, as you said.
Midfield though, our midfield's just, there's nothing there. The people walk through us. There's no Mark Noble, there's no Coyote.
Not showing up this year, have
they haven't been at the games.
No, it's been awful.
For me, it's time it's changing. I don't want to see anyone dropped out of our side, but we need to start winning and getting points. And we need a disciplined midfielder on that park. Who ain't going to cross the halfway line and do that Alex Song job, the Obiang job, Let him in, let him do it, he's good enough.
I think Faguli come off the bench, he looked very sharp.
Very well, I thought he'd done well.
I was gutted he didn't start actually, because I thought he should have.
I think we've got a great side going forward, the likes of Lanzini, Payet, Faguli, but Antonio. No, and that's the thing, there's too much pace. And when we go, we're so open, and like their 4th goal today, from a corner as well, and he's gone through.
That was embarrassing.
It's not good, mate.
I didn't expect to come up here and lose 4-2, if I'm honest. I thought it was going to be a boring 0-0 game, but...
The thing now is, with the way the results are going as well, sides ain't going to fear playing us. Like last year, we went away to places like this at 1-3-0 without even breaking sweat, and now we get to take Southampton at home next, and they'll be like, oh, we'll have a go.
They're going to laugh at us when they turn up. They're going to laugh at us, and the way our stadium's run as well.
I was just about to say, talking about the stadium, nothing's changed from last week. The police ain't allowed in. It's just waiting for an absolute disaster to happen in there, isn't it?
They're just fighting fans are fighting with each other. It's West Ham. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on. The energy from the fans are just. Oh, I know we're playing.
Do you think it reflects on the players on the pitch? Do you think
Definitely.
I think that after the Watford game,
Definitely.
when it all kicked off, that it got to them, and that's maybe why we lost our heads on the park too.
I've never seen that before. The whole time I've supported West Ham, I've never seen fans fight with each other.
No, it's disgusting. We laughed at clubs for doing that, and everyone's laughing at us.
We're doing it every week. It's getting a joke. People crying, kids crying. It's a joke.
I witnessed watching fathers leave with their kids in tears at the Watford game. He was sat next to me. No, not at all, mate. And I've got to say, I took my niece to the Astra game and to the Doms Harley game, and she loved it. I can't take her again as it is now with away fans next.
I really don't blame her. I don't blame her.
Can't do it. Something needs to happen very, very soon there. And we need to start getting results on the pitch, or us lot are just going to keep on their backs.
One thing for me, the Southampton game, we need to start Fletcher. Because Sar's awful.
But we can't play one forward. It ain't working. It's proving that, in my opinion.
I know he's a midfielder, but I would honestly put Antonio up front.
I said it. Do you know? I said it earlier on when I was worried about buying his forward. Put him up there. Let Pite and Lanzini and Figuli run the wings and the central.
That's it. Give him a chance. He's scoring. He's a big threat. Even at 4-0 down, he was still a threat.
He's got pace. He's an handful in the air, in the box. You don't want him running it. You're jumping at the air.
He's scoring 5. We've won one game this season. He scored 5 and 5. That says it all.
Yeah, too true. Listen, Tom, mate. Thanks for the interview. Good man. Appreciate it. Tom, what's happened?
Shit, mate.
Not good enough.
No.
Overrun midfield.
6 points in these 2 games. We've got none and we shipped 8 goals.
No, that's the be all and end all. We're conceding 4 goals against West Brom and Watford. What are the likes of Tottenham and Arsenal going to do to us? Worrying folks, right?
Fucking worrying, mate.
Where do we go?
Look, you know what, mate? I don't know where to start. You know, them 4 goals are conceded are defensive errors. Masaku, what's he fucking doing?
There's no need for that.
No need to handball it. Second goal, defence looks lost. We went AWOL every time they got the ball in the box.
I felt personally we were so overrunning midfield, no discipline.
There was no game plan that first half. Yeah. And then we start playing well in the second half. Got 2 goals. Damage has already been done. We're 4-0 down.
Yeah, it's too much to chase.
What are we doing? It's not on, mate. I'm sick to death of this. They are not a good side. They are not a good side, but they've made us look. We made them look good.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And
it's what happens when you sell your best defender to Crystal fucking Palace for peanuts.
And 3-0 down.
We need him in these past 3 games. If it weren't for Bournemouth being a poor team, we'd be bottom of the bloody league, mate.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Fully.
We've won 1 game and we just about scraped it. No.
Not good enough.
It's terrible, mate. We've got a top 6 squad.
Just about to say, potentially the best squad we've got.
The best squad we've had in decades. And we've won 1 game against Bournemouth. You can't say it's early days now because we've conceded 8 goals against 2 average teams.
I don't believe we'd have won that game against Bournemouth if they had kept 11 men on the pitch.
That's what I mean. Well, we're lucky.
8 goals, 2 games,
8
killing
goals
me.
in 2 games against 2 average teams. Not good enough, mate.
It's worrying times, and as I said it earlier, I just feel we get so overrun in the middle of the park, and there's no one there. There's no Obiang, no old Alex Song that sits there and is disciplined, is there?
Well.
Why don't they get a chance?
I thought it was Noble's job.
He ain't turned up this year, has he? And in fairness, nor has Kai, and that's what I say. I feel we've been overrun.
We've got to play Obiang, mate.
Has to be that disciplined midfielder.
When he plays, he's cool. He runs the midfield. He's calm. He doesn't panic. He doesn't give the ball away. He does well. Why is he on the bench? This fucking Zaza bloke as well. He's shit.
He's isolated up front on his own, Don. We've got to stop playing 1 forward. We ain't a West Ham with 1 forward.
No. Maybe when Ayew comes back, we'll go 4-4-2. I don't know.
Possibly. You not give young Fletcher a chance because Kaleri for me again today showed me he ain't good enough.
Zaza.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't think.
No, he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. It's just well done, David Gold and David Sullivan signing a load of shit. Well done. Doing the strikers once again.
Loanees and freebies, yeah.
Brilliant, mate. They love a fucking pound shop deal, don't they?
Dom, listen, mate. Let's move on. Shake my hand. Let's have a safe journey home, man.
Right, I want to say something about West Ham, right? I think someone needs to lift the mood at West Ham at the moment because there's so much negativity going around, right? We're in a new stadium. It ain't going to be perfect straight away. People need to accept that. Good things will come. Stop having a go at the board. They've done a lot of good for the club. Bilic is a good manager. He's a good pundit. We will come good, right? Out there today, I ain't seen a more one-sided game when a team had lost 4-2. We play brilliant football. Don't need people like that. But, right, people need to stop panicking. We're West Ham. We've had our time at the bottom. We're on our way up. It's going to get better. It's only going to go up.
And that's the truth of it. We finished 7th last year in a poor Premier League at our best. You know, realistically, how good are we? You know, people want this Champions League. We're miles off of that.
Well, we're miles off of that. We are miles off of that. We need about 6 new defenders at the moment, but we're on the way up. People need to stop panicking. We're West Ham. We ain't going to be in the top 4 for a good few years. Moving to the stadium was the best chance we had of going up there. We are going the right way. People need to stick with the club.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I totally agree with you. It's frustrating because you come to places like this where we come last year and won 3-0 and you come here today and get hammered, you know. Although we did dominate the game at times, in fairness, but I just found myself, we was overrun so much in that middle.
Something needs to change because what he did last year ain't working this year. So
we need
this is going to test Bilic this season to see how good he actually is.